Hey, I'm Becky Hurst. I'm the independent facilitator for the Dogs on Beaches community working group. We had our second workshop together yesterday, and I was meant to make this quick update video at the end, but I'll be totally honest with you that it was such a lively, challenging, fast-paced, at times chaotic 3 hours together that I just had to sleep on it before I could even attempt to summarize it. So here I am. Look, what happened at workshop 2 was that what we call in the industry, it was the groan zone. When you're getting a group of people together representing such a wide range of perspectives to discuss something as complex as dogs on beaches, it's going to be hugely challenging. So just to put a bit of theory to it, the groan zone is a point in a process where groups experience just confusion and frustration as part of the process. So I don't want to paint a picture that this is an easy process for anyone in the group at all, because it is far from easy. As far as what we talked about, after our first workshop, the group identified the topics of education, things like simple signage about the rules, what a good recall is, etiquette, issues around friendly dogs on leash, approaching people who don't want to be approached, or approaching people with reactive dogs on leads, reporting, how to make a report, about antisocial behaviour, and enforcement, which is a huge topic. And these were so critical to the success of any rules in place, so much so that we decided we need a separate workshop on this just alone. So our fourth workshop later this year is going to be all about this. It was meant to be about evaluating the process, but we'll do it for this too. So this left us with 3 priorities to look at from the first workshop. We started with the priority that the group called KISS, Keep It Simple, Stupid, all about rule clarification and creation. And quite quickly, the group agreed that this was an overarching principle for whatever options they consider. And they did keep coming back to this point, keep it simple, stupid, throughout the workshop. Within this, we also discussed the foreshore reserve areas, the grassed areas, the shared paths, the footpaths, which have different rules in place. In a very quick summary, the shared paths, footpaths, roads are legislated at a state level, whereas the grassed areas are legislated at a local level by council. It was suggested by the group that whatever rules we put forward for the beach area should perhaps be replicated on the adjacent foreshore reserve areas, but we didn't finish defining this at the workshop, so I'll come to the next steps in a sec. The group then decided that they wanted to talk about the next priority, which was about zones or areas. Now, this discussion formed the bulk of the workshop, and this was definitely the groan zone as we explored options. I'll be totally honest, at times it was very confusing, it was messy, it was frustrating, it was challenging, really just again showing what a complex topic this is when you're looking at rules to suit all beach users. We got very, very, very close to reaching a consensus on an option, but things were just too messy to fully agree. So we said we're going to draw up what was being discussed, and this week the group will then look at the options on a map, and the most popular ones amongst the group will come to the broader community for feedback. Finally, we discussed the third priority that had been identified, which was, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. This came about as a priority from the first workshop. However, it was really interesting that when we tested it using a scale of 1 to 5, testing consensus, as a group, we definitely didn't reach a consensus to include it as an option to come to you for broader engagement. However, we did decide it will be included as an option to provide a baseline for where we're at now and to give people the opportunity to comment on where we're at now. So all in all, an incredibly complex topic, an incredibly messy and at times confusing workshop 2. So if you know someone on the working group, give them a high five this week or a hug or something, because they have well and truly been in that groan zone this weekend. So where to next? As I say, this week we will refine some of the ideas they came up with to decide which options they will come to you, the broader community, with for feedback. This will need to go to elected members for sign-off to go ahead with the broader engagement, and then watch this space. We'll be wanting to hear from you with your feedback on the options that they've developed. Absolutely critical to the engagement process, we'll be hearing from both dog owners and non-dog owners, as the objective of the working group really is to understand the needs of the whole community, to propose future rules for dogs on your Port Adelaide Enfield beaches and reserves that allow everyone the opportunity to safely enjoy our beaches. If you're still with me, thank you for watching. I've got to go and type all of this up now, so until next time.